Heather Nauert in New York. Opening statements taking place today in the George Zimmerman second-degree murder trial. The court hearing prosecutor John Guy opened with obscene language, quoting a call that Zimmerman made to authorities. Listen to this.
Fucking punks. These assholes, they always get away. Those were the words in that grown man's mouth as he followed in the dark a 17-year-old boy who he didn't know. He got out of his car armed with a fully loaded semi-automatic pistol and 2 flashlights to follow on foot Trayvon Benjamin Martin.
The prosecutor went on to say that Zimmerman was profiling Martin shortly before he confronted the teen last year.
That George Zimmerman did not shoot Trayvon Martin because he had to. He shot him for the worst of all reasons, because he wanted to.
Zimmerman's defense attorney, Don West, countered, saying that Martin was the attacker.
Little did George Zimmerman know at the time that in less than 10 minutes from him first seeing Trayvon Martin, that he, George Zimmerman, would be sucker punched in the face, have his head pounded on concrete, and wind up shooting and tragically killing Trayvon Martin.
West said that Martin was the one confronting Zimmerman and viciously attacked him with a deadly weapon.
If I've heard it once, I've heard it 1,000 times, that Trayvon Martin was unarmed. What the evidence will show you is that's not true. Trayvon Martin armed himself with the concrete sidewalk and used it to smash George Zimmerman's head. No different than if he picked up a brick or bashed a head against a wall. That is a deadly weapon. And the law is very specific about when you can defend yourself when the other person has a deadly weapon.
The defense also brought up the 911 tapes.
Do you know what the is near the clubhouse right now?
Zimmerman frequently called 911. Prosecutors argue that those previous calls should be admitted in court.
These calls are relevant to establish what it is and the context behind that statement.
The defense claims that those calls are irrelevant because they're from past incidents. Jurors will not hear expert analysis of those 911 tapes. Judge Nelson ruling Saturday not to allow the voice experts to testify about who was screaming in the background, leaving that up to the other witnesses and the jury to decide. 29-year-old Zimmerman, a former neighborhood watch volunteer, is on trial for fatally shooting Trayvon Martin, an unarmed 17-year-old, last year. Zimmerman's pleading not guilty, claiming that he acted in self-defense. The parents of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin say all that they want is justice for their son.
As I have been every day, I will be attending this court and to try to get justice for my son.
The jurors will be sequestered for the duration of the trial, which could last for up to a month. We have gavel-to-gavel coverage of the trial at foxnews.com/Zimmerman. In New York, I'm Heather Nauert, Fox News.